Welcome to our session today where we are going to be looking at how to insert columns. Now I'm just using some plain text over here, and what we're going to do is convert this to 2 columns, 3 columns, put in a line between, etc. So the first thing you need to actually do is highlight the text that you want changed into a column. Alright, then we're going to go to the layout tab, and you'll see under page setup we've got 2 very important items that we're going to look at. Number 1 is columns, and the other one is a break. Alright, so under columns we click on our little down arrow there, and you can see we can convert it into 2, we can convert it into 3, we can convert it left, we can convert it right. Okay, so we've got a number of those options. Generally it'll just be 2 columns, but now we want to put the line in between, we want to make a couple of changes, etc. And that's not going to allow us just to do that. So we need to go down to more columns, click on more columns, and this is the dialog box that then pops up. So you can see again we've got the same option, 1, 2, 3, left and right. So we're going to leave it at 2. You can change the number here as well, and you'll see as you change the number this width and spacing changes. Okay, so let's leave that. So we're going to have 2 columns. Then we want a line in between, so we put a tick in the line between. It's now going to give us our line in between when we click OK. Then the width and spacing, this will basically be molded by whatever the question paper says. So the question paper will guide you on that. The question paper will tell you what the width needs to be. You'll see when the width changes, the spacing changes as well. Okay, and then if you take the tick, by default the tick is in equal column width, but if you take it out you can see you can adjust each column. So we just leave it as equal. What is it applying to? We're saying selected text, obviously the text that we selected, and we click OK. Now we see we have 2 columns with a line in between, and that's all fine. But what if we want our second column to start with this section? Okay, so we want all of this to appear at the top of the second column. So what we're going to do is we're going to click over there, put our mouse cursor in there, and we're going to go to breaks. And we're going to put in what's known as a column break. So we simply go to breaks, put in our column, or click on column, and you'll see it takes that whole section and puts it on the other side. So it's broken away from column number 1 and it's put onto or into column number 2. And that is how we create our columns, more columns, and also insert a breaks with our column break.